This part of the tutorial is just going to go over how to create categories in the gradebook for the different weights that you want for your different categories. So to get into the categories section, make sure you're in the gradebook and then click categories. And then you just click on options underneath the pages tab here. And then you're just going to click on add. So what this is going to do is create one of your grading categories. So like for example, you might want to have a homework category. So this code, first thing is just a short form of whatever the category is called. So if I'm going to call this homework, I'm just going to call it HW for short, and then I'll have the name in under the description, and the weight is your percentage weight. So for this I'm just going to choose, say, 25% of the mark is going to be weighted for homework. This next section is the first part is the grade scale. So it will automatically choose the default grade scale anyways because you've already set it up in your preferences, but you can just put it in here, provincial marks scale interim marks. And for the entry mode, you're going to want to have a numeric only value. And total points, this is just going to be, I believe, the default that shows up on your assignment. So but you can change the total points at any time for any assignment. So I'm just going to put in 10 because most of my assignments are going to, homework assignments are going to be out of 10. And extra credit points, I'm not going to worry about that. Scores cannot be dropped. You can change this in another section as well. And visibility type, if you don't want it to show up on the portal, you can have marks displayed in this particular category as private, so it doesn't show up on the portal. You can also choose to have all of them public, which is probably what most of you will choose, and then public but no grades, which just means that you're going to show that there was that category, but you're not going to have any grades attached to the category. So if you click public, leave it at public, and then just click save. So you've created your first homework category, and what I would suggest is that you create your other categories that you need as well at this point. So again, you're just going to choose maybe tests, and this will be tests or / quizzes. And then the weight again could maybe be 40, I don't know. And choose the grade scale. And maybe for this I'm going to put in 20 and public. And then just click save. And then continue on with adding categories until you have your 100% of your categories filled up. So I've just entered in my last of my weighted categories here, and I'm just going to click save. And to go and see all of your categories together, you just click on categories. And I've just created 3 categories here, and I wasn't really paying attention to the weighting. But if you can have a look and see, I didn't have the weighting add up to 100%. So what it does is it does that for me. And so it isn't exactly what I want. So I can easily edit these after I've created them. So let's say I want to put tests and quizzes down to something else here. Let's say I'm going to put this down to 15%, save that. Okay, and then everything is exactly as it's supposed to be here. So all the percentages are exactly the same as the weights, which is what I want. Okay, so now that I've done all my categories, I can move on to actually creating assignments, and then I can actually, when I create those assignments, I have to add these weighted categories to them. I have to choose one of these three. Also, what you might want to do is link your classes at this point. So I think that's the next video that you should probably watch, is linking classes, and then watch the assignments.